Greetings everyone, welcome back to Blade Bias. I was thinking about what video I wanted to do for today's upload slot, and I thought, man, I haven't done an EDC update video this year. It's been kind of a tradition on this channel to just show you what I carry in my bag, just in case people are interested in that sort of thing. Maybe inspire you to carry some of these things of your own, and it might be useful to you. And then I did some digging and I realized that not only have I not done one this year, I didn't even do one last year. So we are long overdue for an update on this little familiar blue bag. And that is what we're going to do today. Starting on the outside, you can see it's customized, I think a lot more than the last time that you saw it. I've got this little Dragonite tag that I got at a comic book shop. Dragonite, not my favorite Pokemon. That would be Lantern, in case you haven't been able to tell from the back of my phone all this time. But one of my favorite Pokemon. So really cool thing to have on my little bag. Got two different artworks of them there. And I have this 21 Pilots 3D printed thing that I was sent in a package. I opened it on this channel. I think I shouted it out. I do not remember what video that was, but I've loved having it here. If you've seen my bonus bias on their latest album, you'll know that I'm a fan of them. So that was a cool thing just to add a little personality to the bag. And then finally, possibly my favorite thing on the outside is this little decapitated Squiddy C. Squid employees at the end of Blade Show, I want to say last year, ran around with a baggie of them and just started giving them out. It's their typical like Squid Industries bag tag, but with this little like end of a Squiddy C on it. And I just think it's really cool. I like it. I like having things on my person that kind of can not only customize what I'm doing, but also, or what I'm wearing, or displaying on myself, I guess, but also kind of give someone a quick little rundown of some things that I'm into, especially things where like you wouldn't know this unless you specifically knew what the hell this little thing was. So I think that's cool. But on the inside, things I think have changed quite a bit. We have some familiar faces, EpiPen for the peanut allergy, camera case, which I'm not carrying around as much as I used to. I really should carry this around more often. That camera that I record these videos with, the DJI Pocket 2, is incredibly portable and incredibly useful. And I don't think I take advantage of that enough because it basically just records Blade Bias videos, and I don't want to clog up the storage and then have to sort through stuff to be able to record these videos. So it's entirely laziness on my part. We've got headphones, different headphones from the last time the last time you guys saw this bag. We have my wireless Samsung Galaxy Buds Pro, which I've had for 5 years now. Holy cow. No, 5 years? No, 4 years. Because they came out, I think, I got them like mid-2021. But they're still holding up. And then I had my Blessing 3s last time. I rotate what headphones I carry. Currently, I'm carrying my Wrapped Go Hook X's. These you can see a bonus bias on. I've done videos on them. And you might be thinking, Ethan, why do you carry around two headphones? Basically, just because it's what I need. Sometimes I don't want to deal with wired headphones, and I need the convenience to just pop stuff in to play music or watch a video or something, and that's where these come in. Or maybe I'm walking in the rain or walking outside, running around a lot, doing dishes in my apartment, moving around my apartment where I don't want to be attached to my phone all the time. That's where the wireless comes in. And then the wired comes in when I just want higher quality experience, when I'm sitting down and actually getting invested in something, whether it's a game, whether it's a game or a video or music or something like that. So it's been really great to have both of those. You might also be thinking, Ethan, what happened? You were big into earbuds if you were watching a few years ago. You were big into that and you kind of stopped. I want to do a bonus bias on that because it's not that I stopped being interested in earbuds and IEMs and stuff. It's that I became satisfied with my collection, which is such a rare thing for me as someone who just collects a whole bunch of garbage. Transformers, Hot Wheels, ballad songs, like all of this stuff that I collect. I found that I just wanted things that fulfilled different roles. I found things that fulfilled those roles, and then I stopped wanting to add new roles in my collection. So my audio setup, maybe I'll do a bonus bias on my feelings of that in more depth, but my audio setup is fairly complete to what I want it to be, which is just a really good feeling. We have this thing that I carry around sometimes. This is just kind of like my backup bag. I've got like micro SD card to SD card adapter, USB-C to USB-A adapter, and then my flash drive, which I just keep a backup of things that are important, pictures, music, things that I want access to at any point. I think there's even a few like Minecraft worlds and Minecraft texture packs that I've made on there. Stuff that's important that I don't want to be lost on a drive that I have backed up across a few different external drives and stuff. But that's just the one that I carry around sometimes with me. Yeah, always useful to have something like that. And these are another new addition to my bag. Probably the most useless yet useful things in the entire collection. They're earplugs. They're just silicone earplugs that go into your ears. They're not, these are special because they're not designed to block out all of the noise. They're designed to kind of lower it so that you can still hear some of the details. They're designed for concerts, really. I found myself, I don't go to concerts at all. I hate the atmosphere of concerts. I went to one concert and I didn't even consider the loudness of the room that I would be in. And after that, I ordered those online and I have never gone anywhere without them. In the year that I've owned them, I have used them once, which is why I say that they're kind of useless because I don't use them that often. But the one time that I did use them made that entire year of carrying them completely worth it. And I don't want to be trapped anywhere without a way to block out some of the noise going on if I find myself in some unexpectedly hugely loud area like that again. And I think lastly, in the bag itself, there is also one other thing that I don't consider it an EDC, but this is a little G1 style Optimus Prime that I have, and I will carry him around some places, throw him in my pocket just to have something to fidget with if I need to. But what I mostly do with this guy is I like putting him in weird scenarios and taking pictures of him. So I have one picture, I don't think I'll put this up on the screen, but maybe I will. I have one picture of this guy like hanging out on the back of a headrest in a car for a road trip that we did. I have pictures of him like sitting on top of the computer that I have at work or whatever. And it's just fun to have something to, you know, pose around, take pictures of, fidget with, transform, whatever. So like he's not an EDC in the sense that he goes everywhere with me in this bag, but he is something that I'll throw in my pocket sometimes if I think that I'm going to be bored and I want something to mess with, which is pretty fun. I can't lie. And finally, my ballad song of choice for the last 2 months, since I got it really, the Nibali's Reverie. Now this is a ballad song that not really fulfills all of my criteria for a public flipper. I've made videos before on what those criteria are if you want to go check that out. But this, I don't really flip in public anymore. I don't flip in front of people like strangers anymore. So the public friendly nature of a public flipper is kind of something that I value a little bit less these days. And the Reverie ticks every other box that I have. It's cheap, it's easy to replace, it's durable enough, and it flips really great. It's a great ballad song to just have on me. Rip out a few tricks if I want to, and then put it back away, put it back in the bag. Something that you can kind of have in a pinch or whatever. Usually I will carry something else on me that I enjoy flipping more, like that's more suited to my preferences of that current week or day or whatever. Something like the Prisma Pro. But just having this at all times, it performs so well, and it's so fun to flip and learn tricks on or whatever. I really enjoy having the Reverie around. I think it's going to be my EDC ballad song for a while. I mean, the Refault exists, and the Refault is something, check this out, 3D printed switchblade. I don't think I've showed this off in a video before, but I just love it so much. But the Refault, because it has scales, I don't think it fits that durability thing. Not that I think the scales are going to break, but it's just more stuff to scuff up when it's, you know, dropped on concrete or clanging around in the bag, knocking into everything else in there. So I don't think the Refault, even though I like the flipping of it more than the Reverie, is something that I want to EDC, but the Reverie definitely is. And just like that, besides... Oh, that's not it. I forgot about this thing in the back. This is one of my favorite things in the EDC bag. This is the Fellowship Blades toothpick. It's a little titanium pry bar that they made that also serves as a bottle opener, and I think it was marketed as like a glass breaker or something like that. This has been really, really useful, not only just to open bottles in a pinch, but anytime you need something that requires a fingernail, which I typically am not capable of, you need to pry something open, the bottom of a laptop, or some stuck tab on a transformer. I know it's cringe to say that, but genuinely it is useful for that. Anything that you need to pry open, or anything that you would need like a little spudger for, working on PCs or whatever, this I've found to be incredibly useful, and I just really enjoy having it on me. It's a little kind of piece of Fellowship Blades that still goes around with me everywhere, and it's anodized in one of my favorite greens in the whole hobby. It's faded a little bit, but it used to be kind of like this deep emerald, but like kind of bluish green. It's really nice. I love it so much. And I just love having the tool in general. I love having a pry bar, as I was saying. My camera filled up on storage, and I think that is the perfect way for the universe to tell me that this video has gone on far too long. So that is what I carry around in 2025. Let me know if you have any questions, I guess, but I hope I inspired you to maybe carry something that you didn't consider before, or that this was interesting to you in some way. Thank you all so much for watching. The refault video is coming soon, I promise. There's just specific things I have to figure out with it. And until next time, see you later.